From the heart of downtown Kokomo, I'm April Thatcher, and you are watching News Brief. Here are your latest headlines. Area Development, a leading economic development magazine for expanding companies, ranked Kokomo high on its list of leading locations for 2015. The publication analyzed workforce data for 373 metropolitan statistical areas, or MSAs, to determine which U.S. cities are creating and nurturing sustainable economic development. Among MSAs with populations less than 160,000, Kokomo ranked 15th in the nation and second in Indiana, behind Columbus. Kokomo's current 15-year low, 5% unemployment rate, was cited with other economic strengths in the magazine's economic forecast for the region. The latest unemployment figures show that Kokomo's remains consistently lower than the state's. Key indicators for continued job growth in Kokomo include the area's low cost of doing business, affordable housing, cost of living, and Chrysler's expanding capacity. Kokomo Municipal Stadium, home of the Prospect League's Kokomo Jackrabbits, was named Best Summer Collegiate Ballpark after 5 rounds of voting at ballparkdigest.com. The Best of Ballparks competition saw more than 70,000 people cast ballots in the online contest. Ballparksdigest.com is the web's leading guide to ballparks, the culture of baseball, and the business of baseball. Read more about the Best of the Ballparks competition and Kokomo's win at ballparksdigest.com. Speaking of Kokomo Municipal Stadium, Kgov2 had the pleasure of meeting some Jackrabbits fans, many of which were visiting the stadium for their very first time. Let's take a look. We're here with Rachel Casey and Madeline, who is quite taken with the Jackrabbits mascot. Is this your very first time at Kokomo Municipal Stadium?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome too. So she's loving it. She's obsessed with the rabbit.
What is your favorite part of the stadium so far?
I think that it's the general atmosphere. It feels like we're in Indianapolis kind of, but it's in the center of Kokomo, so that's kind of really awesome.
We're sitting out here enjoying some lawn seats with the Cox family. And is this your first time at Kokomo Municipal Stadium?
It's our very first time.
Okay. What is your favorite thing so far?
We liked going over to the playground a few minutes ago. They had a blast. I think they could have stayed over there a lot longer, but I made them come back so we could watch more of the game.
Well, that's perfect. Are you enjoying the game too?
Yes.
What's your favorite part?
Playground.
Yeah. The playground is pretty great here at Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Do you have a favorite part?
Like the playground.
Yeah. It's a great place for families to gather and just play and have a great time.
It's a really good experience, like family-wise. I mean, it's very family-oriented, I feel. Like I'm here with all my family this weekend, and they came from out of state, and they're having a great time. I mean, they're eating ice cream right now and just enjoying the game, so it's a great experience.
I'm currently active duty military. I'm currently in South Korea. I came back to be with my girls, and we decided to take in a baseball game.
What's your favorite part about the stadium so far?
I like the fact that you can get so close to everything. It's a really nice stadium, really cheap tickets. So that's what I like so far.
Well, we love that you have traveled so far just to enjoy Kokomo Municipal Stadium.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Sullivan Mayor Clint Lamb. We've about 2.5 hour trip up here. Come up, check out the ballpark tonight. Great crowd, having a great time.
Okay.
My name's Nevaeh McCammon.
Yeah,
And
this
I
is
live in
Nevaeh.
Sullivan, Indiana.
She came with me tonight, Nevaeh McCammon.
And this is, the music's a little loud.
Yeah.
This isn't your first time at the stadium, is it?
No, we were here a couple weeks ago in June for the Indiana Conference of Mayors. Kokomo has so much to offer. It was such a great opportunity for mayors all over the state to be able to come here, check out all the development going on downtown, the beautification, the flowers, the trees, the streetscape projects, and now you see the private sector starting to invest here, and this tops it off. I mean, my hat's off to Mayor Goodnight, the entire Kokomo administration up here, doing an awesome job, and I get to be here tonight as dad and with my family and everything, and that's even better. We've taken a few tours of the city of Kokomo to learn, and the city of Sullivan, but it was neat tonight to just be able to walk to the ballpark with my family and walk down the bike trails and the things like that. So residents here in the city of Kokomo have a lot to be proud of here.
If you are a fan of the Kokomo Jackrabbits and Kokomo Municipal Stadium, we want to hear from you. Find us at the next game Friday, July 10th at 7:05 as the Jackrabbits face off against the Springfield Sliders, weather permitting. If you have ever been to Foster Park, you probably have seen the tank that sits on Washington. A GoFundMe page has been set up to restore our tank, and we spoke with Jerry Paul to learn more. We're here with Jerry Paul outside the tank in Foster Park, and there's something really special going on right now. First of all, you want to tell everybody who you are.
I'm the president of the Howard County Veterans Memorial Corporation at Darrell Chapel Park. We maintain it, take care of it, make sure everything looks good for the veterans. We never relinquished the title to the city, and we just kept it. The veterans own it, and we're pretty proud of what we got. And then we decided to take this task on. So
There's a lot of traffic out here today. But so the city doesn't actually own this tank?
I know it's in the park, but I think the Howard County Veterans Council bought it back in the 50s for $100. I'm not sure just exactly who owns it. I know the tank cost like $87,000, you know, back during the war and stuff, but I'm not exactly sure who owns it. But we've talked with the city, and I think we're the perfect people to take over the tank, and we're going to do this fundraiser to put the tank back to its glory and everything, and then that way we'll have control of the maintenance of it and everything.
Okay.
So.
And this fundraiser is exactly why we're here today. But first, can you tell us a little bit more about this tank and what it actually is?
Well, I think it's M4. I'm not exactly the numbers. I've seen 2 or 3 different numbers on it, but it's basically it's a Sherman tank from World War II. I remember back in the articles I've read, Morris Construction, another gentleman had it moved here, and you know, it's been part of our city for, you know, a lot of people have grown up with this tank here. Yeah, it's been here for a long time. I was 9 years old when it got moved here, so.
Oh, wow. And it has been attempted to be moved
Before,
in 1984?
I think it was 84. It's 84. I think it was 84. They tried to move it, and the Howard County Veterans Council got that stopped. So us veterans, we're kind of like that sleeping giant, you know, that every time something comes up, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. They were all on the same page then, so okay. I think we're all on the same page now. So.
And just to be clear, there are no plans currently to move the tank. In fact, they'd like to incorporate more landscaping in during the restoration project, and which brings us to the GoFundMe page. You want to tell us about that?
I didn't know anything about this until I got a phone call, and then I got with Dave Tharp, and we worked on this. I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and it got put up. I talked to some people in town that were kind of vocal about it, and some things that were said, you know, at the beginning back there in March. And the first day, or the first 2 days, we got like $700 some, so it was pretty cool. Then we got one organization. Well, it was our organization. We donated $1,000, so we're up to $1,700. We've got on there $21,500 because we don't know where it's going to go. We don't want people to slow down if they see us getting toward the target.
Right.
But it's going to cost $16,500 to completely strip it down. It's got to be acid washed, sandblasted, primed. Underneath the tank's really bad, and if you really stick your nose up to the tank, some of that green's not paint. So it's not pretty. And here's the thing is, you got thousands of people coming here every year to concerts. And I kind of blame us veterans for not staying on top of this thing, because we did the same thing with the Civil War monument at Crown Point. You know, it didn't get touched for about 100 years until the veterans got on board. So, you know, all the veterans organizations are busy, and I understand that, but every once in a while we need to blink and pay attention. So we're paying attention now. Okay. So we're going to take care of our own. This is kind of a part of our DNA of who we are. Some people think it's a waste of money, but if you've never been to service, you'll never understand. There's no way you'll ever understand. So we do understand, and we're going to get it fixed.
Okay. So visit GoFundMe /Restore Our Tank to help save and restore our tank. You may also make a donation at any of the Kokomo Branch Community First Banks, including the downtown location and the Dixon and Hoffer locations as well. Let them know that you want to restore our tank. And now it's time for Now You Know. George Kingston, a pattern maker for the Ford and Donnelly Motor Foundry, moved to Kokomo in 1900. He, however, at the time had no idea he would go down in the pages of history as a contributor to the list of Kokomo firsts. In 1902, he developed the carburetor, and although it likely was not the first one in the world, he was the first American to create one. In 1903, the Kingston Company was formed to manufacture and distribute the carburetors. They sold carburetors to the Ford Motor Company along with a spark coil for use in the Model T, Ford, and spindle belts for use in the Model A. In 1914, Kingston bought the Cyberling Mansion, where he lived until 1931. On December 12, 1927, Kokomo Brass Works, Kokomo Electric Company, and the Byrne Kingston Company merged to form the Kingston Products Company, which produced spark plugs, hot water circulators, and metal toy cars. The large toy cars, known as the electric car, were made from heavy-duty stamped steel and painted brightly. The electric car sped around a steel track over bridges and through a small toy city. Other vehicles included Red Arrow Racer, a dump truck, ice truck, wrecker, fire truck, six-wheeled stake truck, and gasoline truck. The vehicle bodies could be placed on the electric car chassis to provide a variety of vehicles. They also made the Little Lady Electric Range, Kokomo Champion Skates, and the Kokomo Big Six gun and target. The start of World War II changed the way many factories did business, and that held true for the Kingston Products Company, which switched manufacturing to explosive and chemical shells and automotive parts for various military vehicles to assist in the war effort. Kingston earned commendations for both the Army and the Navy for high production levels in 1942, 1943, and 1944. On February 11, 1946, George Kingston passed away in Fort Myers, Florida, at the age of 82. Kingston's home in Fort Myers was declared a historical site and relocated to be properly preserved. On August 12, 1946, the heirs of the Kingston estate sold the Cyberling Mansion to Indiana University. So, if you have ever wondered what significance George Kingston had regarding the history of Kokomo and didn't know that he also manufactured toys right here in Kokomo, now you know. And now for your 5-day forecast. Tuesday, thunderstorms likely, a few storms may be severe, high of 76. Tuesday night, rain showers early with overcast skies late, low of 55. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high near 70. Wednesday night, considerable cloudiness with occasional rain showers, low of 63. Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, high near 75. Thursday night, cloudy early with partial clearing expected late, low of 62. Friday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, high of 81. Friday night, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms, low of 67. Saturday, scattered thunderstorms in the morning, partly cloudy skies late with a high of 88. Saturday night, mostly clear skies with a low of 69. Thank you for watching News Brief. Be sure to tune into IndianaTalksRadio.com for more local news on the hour. For Kgov2 and the City of Kokomo, I'm April Thatcher, and here is your community calendar.